Hey y'all, hope you guys are doing alright. I wanted to climb on here for a minute. Um, it's self-care time right now in my house, and I wanted to talk about eyeballs. Mm-hmm. Eyeballs. Y'all, you ever look somebody in their eyes and you feel things, right? And they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. I know I'm looking a little rough. I need some iron. Yesterday I had this crazy ass migraine, so it ain't what it is. Um, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And my awareness has gotten to this point where I can see even more in people's eyes. And it's not a bad thing nor a good thing, it is what it is. But I want to bring you this little message to hopefully expand your awareness as well, so that you can stay safe and feel more confident in your movement. You could tell a lot about what somebody got going on in their eyes. And something I noticed, eye contact is very important. And how a person moves their eyes is also important. And, and that's movement in general, right? You could tell a lot about a person based on the way that they move through life. Are they always running? Are they always moving quickly? Are they taking it easy? Are they frantic, moving super fast or throwing things around? We tend to look at these things as they're superficial, and they're not. How you do one thing is how you do many things. So you could tell a lot about a person. And this is, I don't know, I kind of feel like this is for people who are dating. And it's important for you to look at how they're moving through life. How are they placing that there? What does their car look like? How are they disposing trash? Simple little movements, subtle movements can tell a lot about the internal state of an individual. And the dating scene can be scary. And I'm telling you this because I want y'all to stay safe and be safe, but also be confident, in finding love and companionship. Now, I've seen something in somebody's eyes that I have seen before in other people's eyes, but now I have the context for it, and that's possession. And I have not seen many people talk about it. And, a part of me is like, should I even talk about it? Because it can be so controversial, and honestly, like, I don't really care what other people's views are on it. Because I'm kind of like formulating my own understanding of it. That sometimes these entities can go in and out of people and reside within their bodies. And you got to keep that in mind when you're interacting with people. Are you even interacting with them? You can see the soul in the eye. And if you look into someone's eyes and there's a darkness there that makes you uncomfortable and uneasy, you should trust that. I said that and it got darker. The cloud went over the sun. If you look in somebody's eyes and you can see something that makes you uneasy, trust that. Don't stick around to figure out what it is. Unless if you feel like you are very spiritually strong enough to dissolve and eliminate dark energies. if you have gone through many things spiritually and you already know how to eliminate these energies, that's one thing. But if you're just a, you know, maybe you have a little bit of understanding, or maybe you have no understanding and you don't want to know, then don't wait around to find out. Because before you know it, these people will have these dark energies within them, and I'm not, like, I don't look at it as it's their fault, right? Because people who don't have the awareness of those things can sometimes fall into victim of those things invading their lives. And it's unsettling. Obviously, I have seen these things in some people that I have had close with me, but I am also very confident within my spiritual abilities at this point. So it doesn't scare me. I am very in tune and in touch with what is going on, and I am very confident that I can handle things. Let's just say that. But now I know this is a little bit of a heavier message, but it's important, in the midst of all the staying positive, that we are also staying aware of some of the darkness that can be lingering about. And there's a lot. There's a lot. And you may wonder why you feel confused, or why when you get to good points in life things get tough, or why this person keeps doing this thing that makes no sense to anybody, not even themselves. Growing up, I had a very strong spiritual awareness, and I was not able to decipher what I was seeing and feeling and hearing. And now that I'm at this point, I feel like I can share with y'all. And I'm telling you this again for you to be aware. It's nothing to be afraid of, right? We have the power. But if you are interacting with someone who is disempowered and they have given their free will to something else that can be not good, it can cause a lot of things to happen that aren't good. And I have told many people, you have something following you. And there's been points where things have followed me. There's been points when I've been attacked. There's, what I'm saying, like, it happens. It happens. And that's why the awareness is important. Because if you can be aware, you can act upon that awareness. And you can think upon that awareness. And sometimes the awareness is all you need for that to. Well, I'm telling you this because I seen some darkness in this girl's eyes, man. And right before that, she was telling me she was having a hard time, and I seen her there, and then she wasn't there anymore. It was something else within her, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know what I just talked to, but it wasn't her. And there's been another situation like that too. I went to this bar, and it was a long time ago, but it's that level of darkness that I'll never forget. And I said something to this one guy, and I gave him a, what's up, man? And he looked up, and that mother trucker was not human. I'm telling you right now, whatever was within him, like, he wasn't there anymore. Something was operating in his body, and it was like, ugh, like you can hear like I don't even know. Clear it. Just clear that. Clear. But I'm telling y'all this because I just want y'all to be aware, because y'all be like, why is this happening? And there it goes, cleared it. I was like, why is this happening? Why is this person doing this? Like, listen, man, you may not be just dealing with that person. Maybe dealing with multiple things. And it's a lot of different ways you can handle it, but I'll say just being aware of it is pretty strong right there. And you ain't crazy. You ain't crazy. You is not crazy. You is not crazy. You see the things that you see for a reason. You feel the things that you feel for a reason. Okay? You ain't crazy. And you're very powerful. More than you think. And the more you can come to terms with that, the stronger you'll be. So, that's all I want to say, is look in the eyes. Look in the eyes. When I was younger, I used to be afraid to look people in the eyes. I don't know why. Probably because of all the shit I've been through, but I don't trust adults. I can't look people in the eyes. Why you not looking me in the eyes? No shade about it. It just, hey man, if you can't be honest, then it's okay. It's alright. But just look in the eyes. Look in the eyes. Y'all comment below. Comment below some of the things that y'all have seen just by looking in somebody's eyes. If you want, you definitely don't have to do that, but what are some insights that you have gathered from looking somebody in their eyes? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look somebody in the eyes. But you know what? I will say something that sometimes if you ain't spiritually strong, because there was a point when I was pregnant and I seen this dude, and I'm gonna just tell y'all this because y'all may have experienced something like this, and y'all not crazy. So I seen this dude, he's talking to himself, and I'm a very compassionate person. Like, I don't judge people. I've talked to people from all walks of life, and it is what it is. I'm not afraid of the dark, and I don't play with it. I don't interact with it. I don't welcome that into my life. However, I don't judge people. Okay? It's not my place. So anyways, there was this guy who was like talking to himself, and I had looked at him because all I could hear was like, I could feel him like directing energy towards me. And this was like when my spiritual gifts started growing. Like, I kind of like numbed them for a while, but then when I got pregnant, my spiritual gifts was coming back full swing, like full swing, especially after I had my daughter. Whew, full swing. Whew. So anyways, I could feel him like directing a lot of energy towards me. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And so he had looked me in the eyes, and I had looked him in the eyes. And I felt like, kind of like something like pushed me back a little bit. I don't know what it was, right? And I kid you not, like, that night, I felt really uneasy. Like, I just didn't feel right. And I felt like I was under attack, like spiritual psychic attack. My mind wasn't right. I was feeling like there was like a fight within me, and I just was not well mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Like, I was just very odd. I was feeling weird. Like, I can't really explain it, but it was very unsettling. And so anyway, I ended up doing some spiritual work to kind of cleanse that out, cleanse that energy, right? Because that's when I started learning about cleansing my energy and stuff. So I was taking a bath and I was meditating and stuff. And then I kid you not, it was like about like a couple weeks ago, I seen that same dude. And this dude was at the gas station. And mind you, the first time I seen him, he looked like a straight up homeless dude, like hadn't showered in weeks, like was looking really, really rough. This time I seen him, he had like a folded up newspaper all neat within him, like within his little hand, and then he had like iron shirts, like looked so clean. He had glasses on, and I'm not playing. It was the same exact guy. Completely different person. Like, I'm not even kidding y'all. And then this was probably about a month later. I was driving down the street and it was a different part of town, and I seen him again. But this time he looked again like a completely different person. Like, you know how people say like a wankster, like he had like kind of like a, I don't know, he just looked like a, I don't really know how to describe it, but like he was like hood kind of, like a little bit hood, I guess, ghetto looking, and like a completely different vibe, but his back was like arched like a lizard. Like, I kid you not, man, I could see a tail on that motherfucker. I said fucker on this. Not like I couldn't see a tail, but like, I don't know, it's like I could like visualize a tail. Like that mother trucker was like a lizard, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding. Anyways. All I'm saying is like there's certain exchanges that can happen with your eyes. And I'm not saying that like don't be afraid of looking people in the eyes. Please don't be afraid of looking people in the eyes. Because there was a point where after that I was like, I don't want to look nobody in the eyes. That was really weird. But like now, you know, I know that I'm like powerful. I know that I'm powerful, and I know how to cleanse my energy now. So I'm not like really too concerned about looking people in the eye. But like back then, you know, I was like still learning these things. So I was like, oh no. It was a rough few years, y'all. It was a rough few years. But anyways, like I don't want to be taking up too much of y'all's time, but you know, just back to what I was saying, like it's a lot that you can learn from people just by looking them in the eyes. Okay, like oftentimes you can learn more than what they're even saying just by looking them in the eyes. Just trust what you're feeling and trust what you're taking in, I guess. And just remember, cleanse your energy. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. You got every time you go outside, you go out into the public, cleanse your energy. I cleanse the energy in my house probably like 100 times a day. Like it's not even necessary, but I just be like da 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 da. I'm like, any little bit of no. But I'm also like a clean freak, so I'm kind of like just that type of person. Like, a little crumb on the floor. Like that's kind of how I am. So it's not necessary 100 times a day. Hell no. Maybe like once or twice a day is perfecto. That's all you need. Once or twice a day, especially before and after you go to work. Make sure that you are envisioning yourself in a white ball of light, and you're saying like my aura is clear, my aura is clean. And you know, I got a lot of these methods from Healing with Flo. If you can find Healing with Flo on YouTube, she has wonderful, lovely things. I love that girl, so shout out to her. um but another thing that I like to do is I command that energy to leave my space. I say like my energy is clear, my energy is clean. I say I clear any foreign energies from my energetic field. I clear any low vibrational energies from my energetic field. I clear any entities that may have tried to attach themselves to my aura. I clear you out immediately. And then I wait for a minute. I use my breath, and then I fill myself with white light. That's all you need to do, you know, and that's probably even a little more than what the average person needs to do, right? Like, just do what feels comfortable to you, but just know that, like, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. You are very powerful. You are more powerful than you think and more powerful than you believe. And yes, there's many things that you can learn by looking somebody in the eyes. So, all right, y'all, I'll talk to y'all next time.